Welcome back to Online Darts, everyone. We're here in Northampton at the wonderful Modus and MD exhibition. We've got the world champion, Luke. Luke, you've just been out there. What an atmosphere that is.
Oh, brilliant. And this is obviously my first proper year doing exhibitions with Modus and MDA. But it's crazy. Every weekend, well, never enough every weekend, but every exhibition, the crowd, they always bring the atmosphere.
Yeah, do you get the same buzz going out there and pleasing the families that are here? Because I've never seen so many Luke Littler shirts in the crowd.
Yeah, it's just brilliant. Obviously, I know what I've done for this sport, but just see even the older people, the younger kids with my new shirts on the old shirts, my very first shirt, signing them away. It's good to see. The support is just up and down the country wherever we go.
Look, the events that Modus and MDA put on are a different level. Are they your favourite exhibitions that you do? Because the crowd out there is just rocking.
Yeah, this is obviously one of the biggest because we've got the biggest names, me and Luke. They had a brilliant atmosphere this afternoon. I came in a few hours before my event. But yeah, like I said, it's the first proper year. So far, so good. Even when people pay to play, you just have a little bit of fun with the crowd, try and hit the big fishes. And it's an exhibition for a reason. You don't have to play your best. Just get do all the fancy trick shots.
Look, we know you're not a big practicer, so this is ideal practice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a bit of fun.
Yeah.
Obviously, like you said, I don't practice that much. But obviously it's getting a bit busy now, and obviously I put my place into Minehead with the Grand Slam next Saturday. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the busy schedule.
Look, it's been an unbelievable year for yourself. Have you had time to reflect since winning that World Championship? Because it's been non-stop, but what's it been like at being Luke Littler, the World Champion?
Yeah, obviously, like I said, obviously when I won it, if I don't win anything throughout the year, I end as World Champion. But obviously I picked up a few majors. And obviously winning on the Pro Tour, the European Tour. It's been a good year. Obviously, I wanted to go back-to-back in the Premier League, but Luke wanted that one, so I got the match play. But yeah, obviously with the next two majors that are going on before the World Championships, and obviously loads more exhibitions, there's plenty of practice, and obviously I want to go to Wolverhampton and defend it.
Does it feel different being a World Champion from like last year? Is it a different feeling?
I wouldn't say it's a different feeling. It's just everyone wants to beat the world champion. They want to put in the 100 averages. And we've seen that with Matt Campbell.
Yeah.
He played absolutely out of his skin. And then obviously he lost his next game, but I think he had 100 or something. So he carried his form on. But if I'm not on it, then these guys, they're going to put in the 104, 105 averages and they're going to beat me. So I've always got to be on it. And yeah, that's about it.
Well, I haven't had a chance to really ask you, what was it like that first time that John McDonald introduced you to the stage as the reigning champion of the world? What was that moment like?
Yeah, it's just so much goes through your head. And obviously when John doing it, the best in the business, it's going through your head and you're like, wow, this is you. You're the world champion. And obviously seen it a few times on the walk on, I'll look up to the sky and I'll say it myself. But yeah, hopefully I can go into 2026 and someone else can call me a world champion.
Yeah, look, it's just been a crazy year for you, and what you've done and what you've achieved is just remarkable. And people forget that this is not even you haven't even done 2 years as a professional. It's bonkers what you've achieved in such a short space of time.
Yeah, obviously no one really expected it. Obviously with the Premier League last year, obviously when I won on debut, people were saying, is he ready? They shouldn't be putting me in, but I went on and proved everyone wrong and won it. But yeah, it's not even, I think we've just passed 18 months on the tour now. And only a few majors left to pick up.
Just that little twink in your eye when you said people said I shouldn't. Do you enjoy proving people wrong more than anything?
Yeah, obviously I'm on social media and I see all the doubters, but obviously if they're doubting you like before a Pro Tour and you go on and win the Pro Tour, you get that extra buzz. And obviously if people are doubting you and you go on and win a major, then it gives so much because you won't see them in the comment section again.
Yeah, look, and it's been an interesting week that obviously one Pro Tour instead of two, and I thought you handled it really, really well. That when you see Luke Littler barred from tournament and whatever, what do you think of those kind of headlines when it wasn't? Look, there's a rule there. Look, yeah, could you have let you play? Yeah, 100% in my opinion. But obviously a serious accident on the motorway stopped you getting there, and then you see headlines like that. You just like, what is this?
Yeah, obviously the headlines is just silly because I'm not barred, I'm not banned. I just missed registration.
Yeah.
And I was speaking to Michael Smith, and I think he was on the motorway when it happened at 9:45, and then I think we were on the motorway about 22. So we should really only be about 8-9 minutes from the venue, but it took us like 22 minutes. And obviously when I put on my story, wonder who they're going to call up. Charlie Manby, obviously he beat Rob Cross. I know Charlie very well.
Yeah.
Played very well. And he said, yeah, me, I had to drive an hour and a half from Yorkshire. So they'd let Charlie play, but not your world champion. Again, it's a rule but obviously it was good for Charlie. He won a game and obviously got a few quid for it, but yeah, you didn't let your world champion play.
I loved it as well when you come into our stream that we were streaming, like, don't worry boys, I'm in Minehead and stuff like that. Because at one point it was obviously Michael, we know the issues he's had, he'd kind of given up on qualifying. Yeah. And then you, Luke and Nathan were all on the cusp of it. They're like, this could be a disaster. And you're like, chill boys, I've got this. What was that feeling like when you're like, yeah, I'm there now? Yeah,
I don't think I didn't have to win it. Obviously I'd just go deep in the last few. But just to win it, I just knew I was straight in. And even at the last Players' Championship in Wigan, I think if Luke didn't win his first game, it would have been a bit close.
Yeah.
But results went his way and he's in, and obviously, is he against Gian?
Yeah.
Not easy. Not easy. And obviously, I think I got Jeffrey. I would have played Andrew.
Yeah.
So that's probably better for me because obviously Andrew's got to win or few over me. So yeah, I know I've not lost to Jeffrey yet. And hopefully I can beat him in the first round of that one.
This whole roller coaster that you've been, I remember talking to you in Portsmouth when we were at the Super Series. Did you ever envisage or ever think this was possible in a short space of time? Like not just the darts, but everything that goes with it.
Yeah, obviously I didn't think it would happen so quickly, but my darts proves it. The way I play, the way I handle things. But obviously, like Josh Rock, he burst onto the scene, and I think he's just starting to. I think he went off a little bit, Josh, but now he's starting to bring it back up, and people are calling him in for the Premier League. But if Josh wins one of these next 2-3 majors or does well in them, then I think we'll see him in. And for the Premier League, I think Gian is in.
Do you think so?
I think so. I think he has to be.
Is it a young man's sport now? Because the names you've just listed there, including yourself, Luke Humphreys, that the age is going lower and lower and lower here, and that was almost unheard of a little while ago, where there's been no what you call established names in the Premier League. Does that just show what the youth and that are doing? And do you think it's time this change in the guard is here? Yeah,
obviously, I think this is what we do. Obviously, for myself, I go for the crazy out shots. Gian does the same. Josh will do the same. But obviously, the likes of your Michael Van Gerwen's, Luke, Stephen Bunting, they're still in the top 4, so they're going to get in. But yeah, I think I could see Gian's definitely in. And if Josh does well in these next few majors, then he'll get in.
Is that where sports perhaps change? Not just darts, just sport in general, where you talk about the outshots, and there is an entertainment factor to sport now. And you seem to get that more than anyone, that fans are there to be entertained as well as you winning.
Yeah, obviously, last year in the Premier League, I'd done some crazy stuff, obviously. 3 tops against Peter Wright. I think that was a few legs in, because I know myself, if I go 3-4-0 up, then if I leave 120, I'll try and go for 3 tops. But yeah, I think almost probably the other players in the Premier League, they just want to win. There's not much fun in the game. And obviously, you're battling out every week. You want to win. You want to try and get that top 4 secured as quick as possible. But yeah, we need some more entertainment with these young boys.
Now, we see your mum and dad here with you, obviously, for this as well. Is that still important, you to have family around on this journey?
Yeah, everywhere I go, even if it is an exhibition, because it's good atmosphere. We know everyone from Modus and MDA. But yeah, it's a weekend away. Get to see the fans and just have a good laugh.
Well, we've laughed and joked about this, but how's the driving come along? Are we close to a test yet, so you can drive yourself to darts and things like that?
Yeah, we're very close. Obviously, we're in Warrington tomorrow, my hometown. I've got another 2 hours booked in, and then Monday, 8 in the morning, that's my test.
Wow. Like, to be fair, this probably won't go out until after, so by the time this goes out, you'll either have passed or failed.
Hopefully.
Obviously, we take it as for granted that you learn to drive, but when you are in the public eye, and the schedule that you have, how hard is it for you to fit normal things into your life, like learning to drive?
Yeah, it's been very difficult. Obviously, I can go out with my mates near enough every night if I'm not at darts. But fitting the driving in, obviously, I know someone from darts in Runcorn on a Thursday league. His dad does it. So he's got in touch with someone else. But yeah, I've had near enough 22 hours automatic, very easy. And it's just what I want to do. And all my mates have said, when we passed our test, it's just freedom. You can go wherever you want. Yeah. So hopefully I can pass.
But it's just bonkers, and like what you've achieved in such a short space of time. It's like it's life changing is the thing, because I remember you talking about stuff and whatever, and the fact that you can obviously provide nice things for your family as well and give back to them. Is that a nice feeling as well at such a young age?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, mum and dad, they don't work anymore. They don't have to. So yeah, they can just relax and enjoy the journey. They'll pick and choose European tours, pick and choose pro tours. They'll never ever miss a major. And now they can just relax, and I can give back to them.
Look, I have to ask, your love affair with Germany was hilarious. That at Dortmund, obviously, I know you said we're expecting the worst, but were you expecting worse than what you got? Were you really expecting it for the European Championships?
Yeah, I was definitely, especially that first game against Barney. But if Barney didn't turn up, so the crowd didn't have much to cheer for. And then obviously the game against Wade, they weren't even that bad. And I just walked off stage. I was like, okay. I put a nice post on saying, well done and thanks to the crowd. But hopefully it can continue. Unless I do something stupid again, then they'll get on my back again.
We can't rule that out. Look, I know that the World Cup, this England dream team that we've had, it's probably the first what we call dream team since Phil and Adrian, so to speak. Are you going to put it right next year with Luke?
Hopefully. Obviously, Germany, did they play one game before us?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they already got a feel for it, and obviously we're coming here as the favourites, and then you get put against Germany, the home favourites as well. It wasn't easy, but yeah, just booing, whistling, screaming on every dart. We hit a treble 20. Everyone would scream, so we couldn't do much. But we know what to expect next year. And me and Luke, we can only learn from it.
So you're definitely going to play for England again this?
Yeah.
So I remember you had the ump and whatever, and we're like, I don't know, but you're going to put that England shirt on again next year?
Yeah, I'll put it on again. Obviously, when I lose, or when me and Luke lose, no one likes it. No one likes losing. But it's obviously myself that gets the stick. I could name so many people that don't take losses well.
Oh, I've seen it. Don't worry. You don't have to tell me.
Exactly. But it's always me who's a bad loser.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not a bad loser.
I just love it that obviously, I know you read social media and so on, and that's kind of your playground, but some of the headlines that you do see, how much do you laugh at some of them? And how many do you just go, I can say it, just fuck off?
Obviously, at the start of last January after the Worlds, everything was getting to me because it was all new to me. But obviously, sat down with Gary from Target, and he was just like, ignore it or just laugh at it. And obviously now the stories are getting more silly, stupid. It's just laughing at him now. Look,
I know you talk about Gary quite a lot. He's played a massive part in your career. How nice is it now to officially have him in your corner?
Yeah, it's good. Obviously, he was there every match for the Grand Prix, went on to win it.
Have you booked him in for everything else now then?
Hopefully. But yeah, it's just good to, obviously, Martin, seen what Nathan said. Very good manager. But obviously for myself, I don't know about Nathan, just a few problems. And it was the best decision. We've had, nearly 5 years together now.
Yeah.
And hopefully he can stay in the darting management. Hopefully he can pick a few more players up. Obviously Dobie and Andy Bolton are still there. So hopefully he can get a few more in, but he's a good lad. So
level-headed for such a young age. Where does this maturity come from? Because we've seen others that have gone on different paths and so on and been idiots and things. Where does this maturity come from?
Yeah, obviously, people might not believe me, but I've just always been like this.
Yeah.
I don't need to, before a tournament, I don't need to say I'm going to win this because I probably won't. I'll just say, whatever happens, happens. Even at these exhibitions, you're going to win the Worlds. Might do, I might not. I don't know what's going to happen. You're going to win the Grand Slam. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just what happens on a day, and you never know what's around the corner.
I know you and obviously Luke here, and you've been having some banter in the practice room. How sick of both of you talking about this world number one race? Because look, I'm not going to say, when's it going to happen? But just I know you two laugh and joke about how sick are the pair of you talking about it.
Oh yeah, it's obviously I want it. He still wants to keep it, but yeah, hopefully I obviously want to retain the Grand Slam, and obviously Luke's money's getting taken off from 2 years ago as it should. But yeah, hopefully I can get that world number one.
Do you ever look at potentials and stuff like that? And I know everyone asks you, can you win 16 of this? Can you? Do you look at things like that? And look, we don't know what's around the corner, as you say, but do you look at records that you could target?
Yeah, I know, obviously, quite a few records, but I've broken so many already, especially in the Premier League. When the youngest world champion, there's one done. Highest set average. That'll never get broken. If someone breaks it, then fair enough.
Let's go for it, Shane.
But yeah, I know what so much I can do. And obviously people saying I could beat Phil's 16 world titles. Obviously there's more prize money now, so will I be around for that long? I don't know.
The other side of you that we see on, like, when you're with Angry Ginger, when you go on the Baller League and things like that, how much does that help the sport, putting it to another audience?
Yeah, it's just, but for myself, it's just about just chilling out. Obviously going to watch the new Ballers League on stream, playing FIFA with Ginge, as someone would do, and just take a break away from the darts, and just chill out.
Luke, it's an absolute pleasure catching up with
worries.
you here, man. It's just nice in this relaxed environment, seeing, like you say, the real you. When we get you, like any of you, you're fresh off a stage, there's emotion and stuff like that. Just chill back and relax, mate. Thank you very much as always.
Thank you.
To change your